everybody. Let's see if I'm live. And let's see if I got this right. If I'm in the right orientation. Yay, I'm on the right orientation. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn off the volume on my computer, but now we can, so we will not be creating an echo. So today we will be coloring and we will be continuing. As some of you know, last night I did an impromptu video for this book, the Country Charm coloring book by Creative Haven. We were coloring in that. We were coloring this page specifically. I'm going to put a little sticky so I know which page we're coloring out of. And we were, hi Stephanie, how are you? Miss Stephanie is here. Yay. I don't know why this thing does not like me. I have to make the light brighter. So, I have a new tripod, Stephanie. Only thing is when it's dark, the light does not favor us. And it's pouring out. I ended up getting stuck in the rain. Hello, Lori. As some of you know, last night I started this picture because I got a new tripod for my phone. Only disadvantage of it is that I gotta move the legs, and the legs are like squid. They're not like the other legs. So they need to be pressed against something. That's the only disadvantage of this tripod. But I got something new. I got my first Paletteful box. Guys, if some of you are curious, because it's on a different direction. I got my first palette packs. I saw this originally on Anne's channel. As you can tell, I've crossed out my dress. So we're going to be unboxing this. I've seen lots of unboxings. As you can tell, this is a nice pack. I'm not really sure what's going to be in it because it's my first pack, but I saw what Anne had gotten the month before, and I was like, you know, let me try it for a month. And I'm going to try it for 3 months and see if I like it. So we're going to open it up. I have no idea what's in this box. It comes with all this green stuff on it. So this is a live unboxing. I have not looked at anything that's in here, so this is going to be interesting. What is this? This is a folding palette box. I'm not familiar with this. Is anybody familiar with this box? I'm unboxing this. I have not, you guys, this just came in. I was supposed to get 2 coloring books and they did not come. So this is the folding palette box. I guess this is for mixing watercolors and everything. If you want to mix watercolors and stuff like that. So that's a folding palette box. That's actually a good thing to have. You always need one of those. Oh, these are nice. Oh, this is nice. This is a paintbrush. It's a really nice brush. Well, it's not letting me take it off easily. It's a really nice paintbrush. And it's round, and I have a number on it called 6. So that's nice. That's nice. I like that. There's a lot of stuff in this box. Half of it I'm not familiar with. Here's a little card. So the theme is watercolor, and they tell you what's in the box. So they give you the folding palette, and they give you a Print and Snap Golden Take On Round. This is the snap-on. Hi Barb, we're unboxing my palette packs thing, and the theme this month is watercolor. So they gave me a cheat card so I know what everything is that I got. So Every month, I guess, is a different theme, and they give you a few things that you can use. And they gave me this, which is a formula-free Privateer Press watercolor brush. So you got the folding palette and that. So this is just I'm taking the little things out. I'm not familiar with these. First time I've ever had anything like this. I've never had anything like this before. They say that these are, what color is this? This is QOR watercolor, green gold. This is nickel azo yellow QROR watercolor. I've never had these before, so if you guys know what to do with them, tell me what to do with them because I've never used them before. This is ultramarine blue. And this is magenta. I can't pronounce the first name because it's quinoxidone magenta. So that's also what you get in it. They gave me some boards. They call this a watercolor ground thingy. I guess this is another board that you can use. It wasn't a cheap box either, Sharon. I will tell you that right now. And that's all that came in that box. So really, guys, this was not a bad box. It's just, it's a different box than what I'm used to getting, but I wanted to try something new. So this is a good box. I don't do a whole lot of watercolors. Hold on. Let me see what I paid for it. I have to see what's in my the subscription. You choose between 3 different boxes, so each box is a different price. So you can get the petite pack. It was about $24, I believe, for the one that I chose. And I forgot my password, of course. So I believe I paid anywhere from $24 to $30. It is a monthly subscription box, but this is what I did get. But I don't really know how to use these little panes yet, so I'm going to actually have to watch a tutorial on how to use them. It is a monthly subscription. So this is, you know, they gave me a nice start. I like that they gave me a thing like this. I like that they gave me the box, because the boxes are kind of like when you want to mix colors. It's a good way to do it. And all the other stuff. Let me see. My price was $35.95 with the so that was what it was. Mine thing came up to you gotta try different subscription boxes, because I can't say what's right for everybody else, because what I may like in a subscription box somebody else may not like. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all this stuff. I may actually put this in with my watercolor stuff in the other room, but that was it. It was an interesting box. Sorry guys, I like to put all my watercolor stuff. I haven't tried the Sketchbox yet, so the Sketchbox is different. As some of you know, I wasn't feeling very well yesterday. Oh, wait a minute. You guys can't see when it's that way. So yesterday was an impromptu. I did an impromptu late night coloring thing, and we announced who won the giveaway for the Creative Haven winner. The winner was Kim Richmond. Won it. Now these pencils happen to be the Essential Monte pencils, and I bought the 36 set for $10. Now I heard that they have like 8 or 9 sets of these pencils, so I only have this set, but I want to do the skin tone set, which I heard is really good. Well, Barb, I took a decongestant, so that helped. I took some, what is it called? Dayquil. I'm sorry guys, I'm drinking some tea because it helps my voice. Usually I would be drinking coffee. So it helps, you know. I'm like, thank God for medicine, over-the-counter stuff like the decongestants. This color is Peru. Now, what I like about with this Sketchbox, I know Anne is subscribed to it, so I'm gonna try this for 3 months, and then if I don't like the stuff that I get from this box, I'm gonna switch over to Sketchbox and see if theirs is better, because every subscription service is gonna be different. So hi DeMonte. This color is Peru. And the book that we're coloring out of is Country Charm from Creative Haven. It is Creative Haven month. And these pencils that I got were $10. 36 colors for $10. The only thing that I don't like about this set is that it didn't give me any skin tones. But they sell a skin tone set, I found out last night from someone. Oh no, DeMonte. When I woke up, I was feeling utterly like crap. So I took a Dayquil. Dayquils help tremendously. Hi Elizabeth, Spooky House of Books. How are you guys? Yeah, I was supposed to get 2 new coloring books, and what came was one of the colored brush pen refills, and that was it, all that came from Amazon. But I was so happy when my palette box came, because I'm happy. These are Essential Marte pencils. They are $10. They come in, there's a set of, this is the set of 36. Ooh, that's not good. The Faber-Castell sharpener ate them. Okay, so from now on we'll try the other sharpener for these. I did get a new tripod. The only thing that I don't like about it is that I can't extend the legs even up higher because the legs are squid. So it's a squid tripod, which means it has to attach itself to something else. This is Creative Haven month, so what are you guys coloring from? Because I've been seeing a lot of people um, color from this book in particular a lot lately. I think that's the water. I like these pencils. Oh, I don't think I have that one. I don't think I have that book. I know Creative Haven's coming out with a fairy book later this month, which I have put on order already, so I will be getting that. And so some of you saw the book that I uploaded earlier today. So that's that color. Try to see if that's water. See, sometimes I have to look at a picture and change it around so I have an easier angle to come in and color in. Which one is nature? Is that nature scales or nature scapes? Because every book is different. They are harder pencil, but they're nice. They're laying down really nice on the pencil. This is creative, hold on. This is Creative Haven Country Charm Coloring Book. We're in Creative Haven month, so if we finish this picture during stream, we can always go back to the Christmas coloring book that we were coloring from. So I am a little disappointed that I didn't get those two coloring books before the stream started. So I was supposed to get Naturescapes by Patricia. Is that a Creative Haven book? I think that's a Creative Haven book or a Dover book. I'm not sure. But the thing that I like about this company in particular with their books is that their books are very, very affordable. A lot of times you can't get... So I had just actually finished eating what I had for lunch, which was like some eggs and you know, like a little protein pack full of food. It was really good, actually. So you guys caught me right after I'm done that. So So, you know, there's like, what I like about their books is there's a huge amount of different things that they do in their books, coloring wise. Like, their books are very affordable. They're all on they're like $6 or less. And, you know, for someone on a budget, I think these are very good value. Really, that was, last night that was kind of like, it wasn't something that I normally do, Sharon. It was just one of those things that happened because of timing wise, and I wanted to test out the new. Really, $2. That's a great deal at Hobby Lobby. Let me take a little sip of my tea, guys. The tea is helping me with my throat. A lot of, there's this thing, you get what you pay for. I was always told this growing up. You get what you pay for. So, different books, have different paper, different things. Sienna. Well, that's a good deal. I find a lot of my books on Amazon. I'm not a person who has a whole lot of, even though I live in New York City, my problem is that I don't have a whole lot of discount shops, or I wouldn't say I don't have a lot of discount shops, but it's just a lot of the discount shops by where I live don't carry coloring books. So, and if they do, they're already ones I already have. So it's kind of like, so for me, it's always like, well, I have to go to Amazon then to get books. I really like this blue. I may end up making this whole thing blue. So a lot of the books that you like to color in. It's always when you're trying to find the little things, because there's a lot of little. And some of the books, you notice that there's some little details and you don't even notice that they're there until you start coloring in them. And I feel like some people do really great pencil reviews and product reviews. Some of my favorite reviews are the Art Spirits guy, Coloring Coria. Color with Claire does some great videos on products. For me, I think the best way to learn how to use a product is to actually use it and color on it in one of these live streams, but that's just me. So, some stuff doesn't take long at all, and then other stuff, you're like, why is my stuff taking so long when other people have gotten their stuff already? You're like, ah! Oh, the best is when the mailmen say that they can't deliver your book because they can't find your house. Excuse me, you've been here many times before. I don't buy that excuse that you can't find my house. When people say that they can't find my house, it drives me crazy because they've been here before. And this one is Madder Mahogany. Oh, that's like a reddish brown. See, this set has 36 pencils, which kind of limits you, but I have other sets of pencils. So, I have been wanting to use these for a while. So now I'm going to use them. You know, sometimes you look at a picture and you think a picture is going to be simple and easy to color. And then as you start getting into it, you start realizing, oh wow, there's all this little work in it. So sometimes, well, you know what happened with me is that what happened last year with me is that the mailman who used to come here, he was like the most senior one, like me, and he was the oldest one. But yeah, he got everything done perfectly. You know, never a problem with the mail. Once he retired, I always had to wait like 2 or 3 extra days to get my packages because they claimed they couldn't find that there was no one there to receive the package. Now, I know for a fact that that's an absolute lie because I have doormen by where I live. So, there's no reason for my package ever not to be delivered here. I have doormen here, so there will always be a record of people making deliveries. So when they say they attempted delivery and they don't do what they're supposed to do, you're like, okay, that first of all, that's BS because I know they didn't do that. So we're gonna take a color from the Faber Castell. This is burnt ochre. So when they tell me that they can't do it, it's annoying. Anybody ever feel like the mailman is so freaking annoying when they tell you, oh, we couldn't deliver your package because there was nobody there to receive it? How many of us have gotten that message? Anybody in the comment section? There's 15 of us. Are my mods here? And guys, I'm very new to watercolor. Even though I have some watercolor supplies, I'm not like super good at the mail. So, yeah, I just got like 4 new notifications, guys. So, because we're upstairs in the. That's ridiculous because that's how mail gets stolen by thieves. You know, what if that was medicine that they had left there, and that medicine had to be frozen? You know, I know plenty of people who get their diabetes medicine through the mail because it's actually cheaper, but that when they get that medicine, they have to put that medicine in the freezer. There's certain medications that you have to keep cold. There's certain medicines that require that. And insulin is one of them. And I know this because, I've had many relatives who have suffered from it. When people give you BS excuses, you get mad because you know that's not true. That's ridiculous. Oh, speaking of books, I did get a book for review. As some of you know, I do also have a book blog called Books of Love that I occasionally put reviews up for. So I also got this book for review. I'm on the blog tour. It's called Promises and Primroses. It is a historical romance. It is an advanced reader's copy. I don't get too many of these because a lot of times I get my ARCs and my digital review copies either from Book Expo America, which is I go once a year, or I go to Neck Alley or Edelweiss to get my review copies because it's easier to actually have a digital copy. That way the ARCs are in a line all over my house. It's also a way to keep the house a little bit neater and cleaner. So. And this color is called Spring Green. Even though these are harder leaded pencil, I like the way they feel in my hand. You know, they're hexagonal, which makes them less likely to break. They are very nice. And these feel more like they're not a wax pencil, I would say. They feel more like an oil pencil. Someone was telling me that they have, no, they're not like stainless at all. I can't compare them to anything else because they're different than any other pencil I have. You know, the thing with budget pencils is that everybody likes to compare, oh, this feels like this. Those of us who have budget-friendly pencils and those of us who have expensive pencils. You know, they're not like my Schriffers. They're not like my Luminance. You know, when I first got my Luminance, I didn't think that I didn't like them at first, but as I've gotten to use them more, I like them more. But I think it's just practice. Sometimes you don't like a pencil when you first get them. But my advice is, guys, practice with them. Color with them. Because you learn a bunch of things. It took me about a year to like... I don't think Staedtlers are hard. I have a regular thing of Staedtlers, and I have Ergo Stuffs. So it depends on what you like with the Staedtlers. Oh, great. They're all the way in the back. You want me to open this up, don't... See, these black wings are nice too, but the thing I don't like about them is that they said that they were the best pencils in the world. But here's the problem with them. They have the same problem, but the problem is that their color selection is very limited with only 12 pencils, and they were very expensive. I bought them at Comic-Con. I don't really like them that much. I don't think they're all that, but they're okay. You know? No, those are the Black Widows. Always when you're looking for the set that you need. See, are you talking about these? Are these the ones that you're talking about, the Staedtlers, the Diamante? Because these are the Ergo Softs. A whole lot of the time we don't get to use them. I have in my drawer here all my pencils that I use and regularly use from all the sets that I use. So I have a great little case for them. So this is what I used for these are the Ergo Softs. These aren't the ones that you were thinking of. See, but this set that I'm coloring from was only $10. 36 pencils for $10. You can't beat that. So. Oh, the Norris ones. I don't know if I have those ones, but hold on. I should know if I have them or not. I have to go all the way back in here. No, those are color softs. I know what everything is by the color of it. Artisanal watercolors. using, right now we're using, it's, Monty Mart pencils. They're called essential ones. This set was $10 for 36 pencils, so it was a really good deal. Schiffer Farbins, Sohos. I don't know actually if I have that set in a case, but if I do, it's probably in the... Release. Intense. Sorry guys. I was trying to find my staplers and I'm like not sure if I know where they are actually. I don't think they're in here. Livers. Fine liners. And I just spilled all the gel pen refills out of it. Everything is falling trying to find my stapler pencils. And I just spilled up the inks. All the gel pen refills just fell. Guys. Luckily nothing not supposed to happen. They're all over the floor. I don't think I have the pencil. I don't think I have the... I know I had a little set of them. A small set of the Stadler pencils. I know I had them, but I don't even remember where I put them. So I don't think they might be in this box because they might not be in my popular reviews. So all the gel pens refills came out onto the floor. So now I'm picking them up off the floor. Hopefully I got all of them. So let's resume coloring because I can't find the staplers, the regular staplers. These are nice when sharpened. They actually go down really nice on this paper. Some pencils have issues with certain paper. I'm realizing that my Sohos love this paper, but they don't love the colored paper. You ever find that with certain pencils that they love certain colors more than they love other colors, and then other times they don't love your pencils as much as they love everything else? No, we don't use this too often, guys. I don't use my ergo sauce. Would you guys like me to use my ergos? Because, look, we don't use these ever. And I'm like, you know, I really am thinking that I want to use them. Let's use the ergos. The ergos are fun to use. And this is obviously a brown. That it likes this. The ergos like this paper. And these pencils are the ergo softs. Sometimes it's nice to use pencils that you don't use normally. So who's watching me now? Oh guys, remember if you like this video to give it a thumbs up. Hold on, let me see if I can find them for you, Sharon. I think they might be out of stock. I'm looking for you guys right now for the pencils. Let me go back into my orders and see if I can find it that way. Because they might be out of stock. If they're out of stock, I'm just going to have to wait for them to come back. Hold on, I'm going to go through my orders forms, see if I can find them for you. I'm having a hard time finding them. Yeah, they're currently unavailable, but the 24 set is available. The 36 set is unavailable. The set is unavailable right now, the one that I'm doing, but they have the 24. I just saw the 24. I'm going to type in something for you, Sharon. There you go, guys. That should help you. Hope that helps you, Sharon, because they don't have the... And these are the Ergo sauce. Now, I didn't buy these off of Amazon US. I bought them off of Amazon UK. The full 30, the bigger set. So that's one thing you will learn about some of us, with that some of us go to other countries to buy stuff. So this is a... Yes, they're out of stock right now, T-Mac. They're out of stock right now, but you can buy the 24 set. But the 36 pencils were $10 when I bought them. So they were a good price. This is the Stadler Ergo sauce that we're using now. We were using the Marty earlier. I was introduced to the Marty pencils by artist Jane Brush because I saw a video that she did and I really liked the color layout, and I thought, for $10, what do you have to lose? Now these are the Stadler Ergo sauce. You know, because I'm a heavy-handed colorist, it's different, but I like them because the grip is different. And someone goes, what do you mean the grip is different? Because they're soft, they're round, they're easier, Elizabeth. When you go live, nothing ever goes as planned. The thing about the Ergo Soft pencils is when you use them and you're a heavy-handed colorist like we are, They actually force you not to put as much pressure because when you put pressure, you will break them some. And they're softer in your hand. They feel soft. The whole pencil feels different. I bought this set. I will tell you right now, I bought this set from Amazon UK, my Ergo sauce, because they were only selling 24, but you can buy a set of 36 overseas. And I bought mine on Amazon UK rather than wait to buy mine via US. And they took me about a good month to get to me. So I will say, if you are gonna buy the Ergo sauce, go to Amazon UK or Amazon France, because those are where I got these. I don't remember if it was UK where I got the 36 set of them, or you know what, you get what you pay for. And isn't it worth it having 36 pencils rather than 24? So you could, yay, Locket, you missed the unboxing of the palette box. The Paletteful box. I don't think you can, actually, because you have to make a separate account. You actually have to make a separate account for Amazon UK, Amazon Japan. The thing with using international Amazon is that you have to redo all your information again. Amazon Prime is only good for the US. So you cannot use your Prime like you would use everything else. So that's the one bad side about international Amazons. The good side is that you could get a lot of stuff that you can't get on regular Amazon, but you have to be careful how much you buy. So the Urgels have a really nice flair to them. What color is this? Sienna. And that was a live unboxing, so, I was looking forward to that unboxing, so. There are a lot of budget-friendly pencils out there that won't break your back. I tell people it's their preference and their budget. Some people are going to say they love the Arteza. Some people are going to say they love the... These are pigmented. For $10, these were worth the money. But unfortunately, Amazon is no longer selling well, I should say they're not selling the out of stock of the 36 set, but you could get the 24 set. Now I wish I had bought a second set so I could give one away to you guys. This is a very highly pigmented, budget-friendly pencil. I will say that. And this is Mocha. Ooh, that's a really nice dark brown. Look how nice that is coming down. And I'm not even going full hard press on this. You know, thank you, Elizabeth. Are my moderators still here? You know, I wonder if these would be good for grayscale coloring, because you know sometimes the grayscale is not always printed on the best of paper. I think we should make that yellow or blue or cream color. Let me see what they have for cream color here. I think this is supposed to be a, what color is this? This is peach puff. Elizabeth, there's nothing to be afraid of when you do grayscale. I've done a few grayscales, but I prefer to do grayscale with marker just because I find that it's easier to do shadowing with that. I know some people do these amazing things with grayscale. There's nothing to be afraid of with grayscale. I was buying a lot of books, but I didn't like the paper that the grayscale came on. So one of the things I started to do was buy when people had new grayscale books out. I like the art, but I don't like the paper. So I asked some of the artists who were doing their books, do you have this book in PDF format? And some said yes, some said no. So if you have your book in PDF format and you're doing grayscale, that's a lot easier for me. Like, I love Manny Klein's coloring. I love his art, but so I love Bennett Klein. But Bennett Klein on his personal website sells PDFs of his books, and they don't tell you that on Amazon. Also, if you're part of Bennett Klein's Facebook group, he gives free images every Friday. Oh, that's good, Sharon. Okay, bye, Elizabeth. I'm glad you came to the stream. So different people are going to do different things. I'm just going to make these birds pink. You know, I think what happens with grayscale is that, you know, I don't want to say it's too dark, but some people like darker lines. A lot of people say, I want darker lines when I color grayscale, which is fine. That's your preference, but for some of us, we like lighter work. This is Emerald Leaf. This is a very rich pigmented set. Last night during the stream, as some of you know, last night I did an impromptu stream because I was testing the new tripod, so to see how it works. But see, if you go too hard, what happens? See, this is, it's okay. In life, these things happen. And I've never had watercolors like I've had before like that came in the box. So that's going to be an interesting thing to figure out how I'm going to use them down the line. So, okay, that's one. I think once a month we're going to be doing a face-to-face, guys. And I think you guys, I really enjoyed the face-to-face because I don't do them too often. So I think once a month we're going to be doing that. Spell check. What fun. That's a lot richer than I thought it was going to be. So, I'm just going to move this around a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit more. So you guys can see what I'm doing. I know, right, Elizabeth? It's like the most annoying thing. So Spellcheck can be great at times, and other times it can be like annoying. Especially when you're writing a book review. Like, you know, when I'm typing up my book review or I'm writing it, and I'm typing it up and I meant to say a character's name, it goes automatically to a default. So it's not like it just goes there. So the new tripod's good, but it has some. I would have, if I had known it was going to do what it did, I would have bought another one which had bigger legs. But you know, sometimes when you go and look at online, it's all the same kind of tripod. These are very pigmented pencils. I will say that if you're thinking about buying a budget-friendly pencil and you don't want to buy like a 72 or you want to buy something that's comparable to the big pencils, these would be a pick for me. Definitely like them so far. Guys, you know, I am sounding better, but that's only because I took some medicine and it helped me with my throat and everything else. So. The Dayquil is wonderful. I would highly recommend this set. So who here has like, you know, what are your favorite budget-friendly pencils? Like I would say right now, this ranks as number 2 or 3 on my favorite rank budget pencils. I really like the Artezers. And I want to show you guys something that I was working on. Let me show you something that I've been working on in jewelry box. Been working in this book in jewelry box, but this is with, if you're wondering what I did here with this picture, I'm still working on the skin tone, and I'm adding the final layer to the cat. I did the hair with Prismas, Artesas, and Polys. This is all blended. This color is all blended from I blended this whole thing in. That's all layers. That's the hair color I did with Prismas, Artesas, and Polys. That hair color came out. So that's all a blended thing that I did in that look. So if you wanted to look at that. Now some people are great at blending colors, and I'm like, there's some people who do just like, the colors are nice, but I still prefer my Prismas, my Veritans. So I think this green is very vibrant. You know, different pencils also work different on paper. Like my Sohos don't work great on my colorant books. And I love my Sohos. But they don't work great in every book. And that doesn't mean that they're a bad pencil at all. And I think these are very pigmented pencils. Sometimes the budget-friendly pencils are more pigmented than you would think. Like these pencils here. These pencils here. These Lyras. These don't work great on everything. And these were very expensive. These were like about, this was a good $80 set. They remind me of my Luminance just in the fact of the way the wood is produced. But because they're an oil, they're a pencil that isn't, and they don't work well in all my books. They don't work well in my Create Space books. They don't work well in my Color It books. So what pencils did you buy that don't work great on anything you bought? And you know what the worst set of pencils I ever bought is? I'm looking for the brown case and I don't see my big brown case. These are diamond driven pencils. These are the worst pencils I've ever come across and bought. You see all these numbers? I had to put them in like that. One through this and the numbers because they didn't have any numbers when I was swatching them. And I don't like the pigment on them at all. The pigment is hard. And I have to like literally when I want to color with them. Here, let me show you. piece of paper. Let me show you these so you can, here. So I can show you on a piece of paper, and this is Color It Creates paper. So I'm going to show you these pieces. Well, really light, right? Then when I add medium pressure, then I add harder pressure. But they hurt my hands as I'm coloring with them. Even when I go light like this, they hurt my hands. I don't know why, but these pencils hurt my hands. Literally, I cannot do anything with them if they're going to hurt my hands. You know, I feel like putting them in a Ziploc bag and just putting them away. And then taking them with me on vacation, so if anything ever happens, not even bringing them on vacation with me. I don't know what I'm going to do with these pencils, honest to God. If anybody has an idea of what to do, maybe donate them to a children's hospital or something. They're not very good. So I just wanted to show you that those pencils. But that's the way you get a test in for pencils too. You take a piece of paper or cardstock and you color like that. So those were diamond driven pencils, Locket. Sorry guys, I'm sorry guys, I gotta take them because my throat can only hold so much. Really? We're at 4 o'clock already? Wow. It didn't even seem to me that we've been doing this long. I don't know what it is. It started off as a scratchy throat. It has gotten progressively worse, Locket. Yesterday I was a lot worse during the stream. I sounded nasally and I felt really icky. I took Dayquil today and some Mucinex cough syrup, so to help the cough and the thing. Oh yeah, that's green too. Well, I think the Dayquil really helped because once I took that, I started feeling like within an hour of taking that, I started feeling a lot better. Of course, it's raining and I wanted to get my hair done today, but of course, it started raining and then nothing ever works out the way you plan to work it out. So. This is Kingfisher Blue. Sometimes I turn a book a certain way during this live streams because it's easier for me to color that way than it is if I was to put it like this. Oh my god. No, for me, I also have very bad allergies, so very bad indoor allergies, so as much as I say I would like to have a pet, I think having a pet would actually make my situation a lot worse. Look at this. Mm, dust is a really bad thing because when I'm at work after I'm done for the day or done after the week, I always wash it off before I leave for the weekend because I'm always scared that someone else will come at my desk and I don't want anything that I have or any of my dust and my allergens to get in anything they do. So I always try and clean at the end of the week of my work week at my desk at work so that way, nothing I do affects them. And what color is this? Oh, this is icy blue. This is called icy blue. Remember, it's a water mill, so the thing should be blue because it has the water coming out of it. So that and that color are done. I want to do something with the sky here. I want to do something with the sky here. But I need another color from another set to do it. This is the Ergo Soft. And these are made in Germany. For those who are joining us. No, that's not the color I wanted. That's terrible. I think we're all like that at some point. Hold on, guys. I know what color to use. But we have to go to the Prismas to get it. I have to go to my Prisma to get the color. Of course, it's not in the case. It's in the top of my desk. Sometimes I color a lot with certain colors and then I move them around. I know. My niece, who has gluten problems with whatever she eats, has to look at, oh, what is this made of when we go shopping? You ever been with, I have relatives who, when I go food shopping with them, they have to look at everything on the packages. Literally, because they could literally die from what they eat. You know, everybody thinks it's... This color is called Sky Blue Light. And this is my Prisma. I somehow always manage to go back to my Prismas, even when I don't manage to, because it's always a color that I need in it that the other show is on. Or washing clothes too, because you know the soap gets on your clothes and what you wash. That's a biggie. Lockett, did you think I could do a picture without Prismas? Remember, we still got this whole bottom to do. Lockett. I didn't think I'd be going more than an hour today because of, you know, when I first started the day. But I tell you, Dayquil, wow, really makes a difference. You know, when this live stream is over, I'll probably retitle it to Coloring in Country Charm Creative Haven. And if anybody can get in touch with Kim Richmond, let her know that she won a coloring book from me, or I will have to find her in one of the groups to let her know. So that she won the Creative Haven giveaway. We announced the winner last night. Last night's stream was very impromptu. It wasn't even meant to be a stream. It was just, you know, I was testing the new tripod, doing something different. Oh my God. Lockett, I don't use NyQuil. I use actually Theraflu. When I'm sick and I have a sore throat and sinus, I actually use the Theraflu. It's the same things that are in NyQuil, but it actually works a lot better on me because when I have NyQuil, I'm just out like a light. Nothing, I'm like, boom. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that feeling like that. So. What color should we make the flowers, guys? Red, pink, purple, orange, yellow, blue. Anne would love blue. Anne's favorite color is blue. That way you guys can see what I'm doing. So there's a lot of color alongs this month. I found out that Color and Francis is doing something with people this year. Oh, for me, everything is trial and error. I've had some successes. I've had failures. Hi, Chica. You're new. I actually last night finished watching American Horror season 1. It was the only season of the whole show that I did not watch. I finally finished watching the last episode. And I will tell you right now, I think that was a really good season of American Horror Story. Hi, Mr. Q. You were mentioned in Miss Dee Dee's stream this morning. Dee Dee was looking for you. Actually, she was like, "Where's Mr. Q?" She was, I think she was doing something that. Hotel was a good season, actually. If you stuck it out, it actually had a good story. The beginning of it was a little more brutal than past seasons. Five, Hotel was hard to watch at times. I thought the first season was very, very good. Oh, Freak Show. My mother liked Freak Show. I didn't care for Freak Show. My favorite seasons of American Horror Story now are 1. I liked 1. I liked Asylum. I liked season 1 of American Horror Story. I liked Asylum. I did like Coven. I did like Cult. I eventually liked Hotel, but Hotel I kind of had to warm up to Hotel. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was that wasn't an easy show to watch. Oh, wait a minute. We never did that rock. The Lady Gaga one, that was Hotel Locket. The problem with that one was I think the first few episodes were a little, I mean, they really pushed the envelope on that show. I mean, American Horror Story does things that sometimes they go and push things a little too far. I thought she was very good in the role. I didn't think it was porn. No, I didn't think it was porn. I think they went a little too far in the first few episodes, but if you watch season 5 all the way through, it actually is very good. Plus, they do a tie-in to back to season 1, and they do a tie-in to Coven. But the upcoming season is supposed to freaking the new season is supposed to focus on the child that was born in season 1, but they're also going to cross it over with Coven. I've heard it's a season 8 is going to be a season 1. It's going to be Murder House and Coven crossover. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they do with it. I like the way that this picture is turning out. I don't watch Channel Zero. For whatever reason, I tried to watch the first episode, Mr. Q, and I could not get into it. You know, some of the shows you just can't get into it, and then other shows you just really... Most stuff has sex, but if it has sex in it, there has to be a purpose to it. You know, what about Game of Thrones, Locket, or Mr. Q? I like this book because it reminds me a lot about nature and, you know, the country. Mr. Q, you have to watch Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is the best show ever, and I love it. I have watched it from the beginning. My mother has read the books. Very rare that me and my mother love a show together, that we can just sit together and watch it. What else do people watch? I'd like to know what people are watching and doing. You know, Game of Thrones is something that I think a lot of people don't really understand. That it's a fantasy show, but it's actually a lot more detailed. There's a lot of things in Game of Thrones that appeal to a lot of different people. Like, I find that the storylines are so good, and the morals that they tell about the stories, you know? Plus, George R. R. Martin said that it's basically an inversion of the War of the Roses. Mr. Q, we're not going to bring that up. I don't think we should bring that up on this channel because then I might get flagged. So let's not bring that up. I don't want the video getting flagged for that stuff because there is a content thing on that. YouTube has these new rules. I know what you meant, but we shouldn't really talk about that aspect of the show because I think it's so much more than that. Mm-hmm. Now everybody brings something different, guys. So, as some of you know, August 25th, that I'm going to be streaming at my normal time on August 25th. So, August 18th, I'm actually going to an event, actually here in the city called Authors in the City. A bunch of authors are getting together and they're going to sell their books. So, I might be streaming a little later on August 18th. So, really? We've been going that long already? Wow, I didn't even realize how long we went. I love reading. I also have a book blog. As some of you know, I have a book blog that I like to. I don't update it as much as I used to update it. You know what I mean? Like I used to write 2 or 3 reviews. Now that I have the coloring channel, it's kind of like I have to find a balance, but I haven't found that balance yet in in my book blog and the coloring. It's just all a matter of when and if I find the proper balance. For me, a lot of things is finding balance. How do you guys find balance between coloring, working, and doing all the other stuff you guys do? Because, I know different people find different things, do different things. I'm finding it more difficult. I'm lucky if I get, in the old days before I was coloring, I was reading about 6 to 10 books. Now coloring comes first, and then, well, real life comes first, and then coloring second, then reading third. So it used to be opposite, but reading used to be first, coloring used to be second. But then the channel started taking off, so, for me, my channel grew to the point where it is now, so I gotta go back and watch some videos that Dee Dee did on those pan pastels because I want to learn how to use them. Oh, Mr. Q, we would like to see some of your work. Do you have a place where you display some of your work? Like on Instagram, Twitter, a Facebook page? I always like to see what people do. Oh, that's true. What kind of art? Graphic design art, portrait, sculpture, landscape, portraits. Let me put the blue there. I think we'll put the nice yellow ochre on that. I don't have a yellow ochre here. Huh. I know it's set to have yellow ochre. This is what happens when you have too many sets. Alright guys, I'm looking for yellow ochre. I love the yellow ochre. It's like one of my favorite colors. Found something similar. Now this is my Soho pencil. Chicago's nice. Look at just saying what the rest of us want to say in chat. So guys, here's what's, this month is Creative Haven month. Next month is going to be Magical September again. October, I'm taking a break. There will be no theme for October. Doesn't mean we're not going to color in October. It's just, you know, we're going to be doing something different. November, Mar del Rubio month. Now guys, I'm trying to get Mar del Rubio to come on the channel with us. So I'm trying to, and I'm hoping to convince him maybe he can give us a free image in November for the channel, so then we can color that image online, and I'll post it if he does agree to give us a free image in November. I will post it on the Facebook group, and then we can download it and work on it. So I am trying to get Mar del Rubio on the channel in November, so I'm really excited about doing a month where we're doing Mar del Rubio. I think Mar del Rubio does some lovely art, and I don't think he gets talked about enough in our community. That's the thing I like about Creative Haven books. You don't have to spend a lot of money, and plus they have nice art for not a lot of money. Plus you get a lot of pages. Okay guys, now we only have the border left to do. Oh wait a minute, we didn't finish that blue. We didn't finish this blue. How silly of me, we didn't finish this blue. People could see the That's the problem with squid legs. Well, they're not a lot of money, you know, and I like that we do a month where we feature them, guys, so. Forgot I had to put the... Ooh, forgot when I did the squid legs. This is the squid legs tripod. So if you bump into it, it goes all over the place. Well, the other thing I like about creative payment books, if you want to tear out the page, you can. So just keep that in mind. And if you want to frame it. I do have an unfinished page in this book, guys, so I do love this book. I've been seeing a lot of people color from this book recently. When I get out of here, when I'm finished with this, I'm going to have to clean up all the little pencil shavings. So. I can't believe I actually started something on stream and I'm going to actually finish something on stream. I normally don't finish anything on stream that we start. I have a mermaids page from the Jasmine Beckett Mermaids book that I did not finish. My problem is I start projects and then I forget what I used in them. The other thing I like about Creative Haven books is that they keep a lot of their pictures in frame. So, I almost didn't stream today, but I was like, you know what, let me take some medicine and see how I feel after I take my medicine. And I'm so glad I did take the medicine because it helped tremendously. My mother's been throwing out all the medicine lately because some of it's gone bad, so she's been throwing it out. So sorry about that, guys. And then, you know, sometimes we all need a little medicine and a little boost to our immune systems. I know there's some people who are like, nope, we don't use modern medicine. And I'm like, what happens if you get sick? So, guys, this is the finished page. This will look different. Hold on. Can I zoom out? So this is the page that we've done. So this is it from another angle. I really like this page a lot. We used a lot of pencils in this. What did we use? Prisma, Essential Monte pencils, Staedtler Ergosofts, a Polychromos, and Sohos we used. So, now that I finished that, I put a little sticky on it when I'm finished with it because then I know I've done it. So guys, I'm going to let you guys vote on what we're going to work on tomorrow if I decide to stream tomorrow. Not sure of how my throat's going to feel, if it's going to hold up. I have a whole bunch of Dovers and Creative Haven books. This is what I was able to find. I'm sure I have more somewhere in the pile of things I haven't reviewed yet. Princess Coloring Book. Now before you guys vote on what I'm doing next, let me... Princess, coloring book. Summer Scenes coloring book. Cats and Dogs. This is a Dover book, so it counts. Enchanted Fairies coloring book, if we use this one. It's too big. Magical Landscapes, Ornamental Fashions, oh no, you're supposed to go. Bumps into the camera once again. Alice in Wonderland Designs, Steampunk Fashions, Fabulous Fashions of the 1960s, which I did a flip through of this on my channel. Mermaids coloring book, Winter Scenes coloring book, Winter Wonderland coloring book, Fantasy Designs, or Beautiful Angels. What would you guys like me to color next out of for Creative Haven Month? They're all beautiful books. Come on guys, let's see it. 21 people. Let's see if we can get people. What would you guys like me to color from? Mr. Q, Locket Todd, and the other 19 other people watching. Come on. Is anybody there? I know, right? I'm thinking Beautiful Angels or the Unicorns book or the Mermaids, because a lot of people don't color out of that. I think I have... You want Summer Scenes, so here's... Which one is that? Hold on. I'm looking at it. I have a lot of Creative Haven books, so... You want the fairy book. Creative Haven later this month is coming out with something called Enchanted Fairies. So I ordered that book, so it's coming out, but it won't come out till the middle of the month. So. But what's interesting about this one was that I bought it at Michael's when Michael's was like having nothing but fairy tales. But what happens with this book is you get part of it, it looks like this. See, this is something that I never finished. And then another one that I never finished. Another one that I never finished. One that I just did the skin. I haven't actually picked the color. Then I did this one. This was one of my earliest coloring things. And I did this with Prismas and fine liners at the time because I was still learning how to color. But then the other side of it is more like a... it's more like childish-like, but it's more like vintage fairies, if you kind of like that. So, if you want, you know, I think maybe we will do Enchanted Fairies. So I'm thinking her. Would you guys like to do her? Thinking her. See you later, Sharon. I'm thinking her with the roses and flowers. Or do you guys want one of the other pictures? You would like that, Mr. Q, so. Mr. Q's like, oh, Grace has the little thing. So, that will be what we color from tomorrow. So, Enchanted Fairies. We did a nature one, so. Mr. Q selected it. Okay, Enchanted Fairies it is then. Guys, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I appreciate you all.